everyone, and welcome to TMA Friday Night Live. As always, your host, the Pidge. I'm joined by the young man, Mr. Daniel Dean, and we're starting big here with Watford's favourite son, Mr. Luther Blissett, giving his opinions on tonight's game. Good evening, Luther. Good evening, Deano. Thank you very much for coming on, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. Right, guys, get your opinions through. Luther, get some questions over to Luther. He's going to give his opinion, like I say, on the game tonight. We've also got a link to, at the bottom on the ticker, to his donation page. So please feel free to donate there. Also, further links above your head on if you're viewing this on the Taylor Made Army forum. And also 7:15, he's got the Luther's Legends Lounge watch along with special guest Luther.
That's right, yeah, we've got Paul Wilkinson, which is really brilliant. Paul obviously has played for Middlesbrough and for Watford as well, and really looking forward to have a good catch up with him about what he's done, and then obviously what Middlesbrough are going to be hopefully bring to the party today. It's an interesting one, I think, this game. Very interesting one, because they have had the greatest result against us over the past good number of games. So it's one that you look at it and you think Watford should win this, but we really don't know what Watford's going to bring themselves, because is he going to bring in some of the old faces back in, or is he going to play all the young group, or is he going to put up a mixture? That's something we'd have to wait and see what he puts out. And I think that is the one thing about today's fixture that is makes it exciting. We really don't know what's going to come from either team, but from Watford it needs to be a good start. Start is so crucial in the Championship that you hit the ground running, because if you're having to play catch up, it's something that you may not be able to do, and it could be a route into the playoffs, or maybe not even that at the end.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've discussed this many a time, and Dino's pointed this out a few times, that it's a very unforgiving league, that it's so easy to go in, it's very easy to get out of, and what a fantastic test. I mean, if we really need to have a lesson of welcome to the Championship, then Middlesbrough is the possibly the best game we could have in terms of a reality check.
Absolutely, but we mustn't forget their manager is Neil Warnock, and Neil Warnock has always been a manager that his team will scrap, fight. They'll always look to find a way to get a victory, and they never give up to the last minute. So we'll have to be on our toes today, and we'll have to really be at it from the word go. And I think what I'm looking for from Watford today is them to start to send that message out. If you come to Vicarage Road, this is somewhere where it's going to be very uncomfortable to play. We're going to be at you. We're not going to give you a moment's rest. And teams in the end are not going to be looking forward to coming here. And I think that's what I'm looking for them to create with today's performance.
Yeah. Dino, how do you reckon it's going to play out today?
Yeah, like Luther said, every game's difficult, especially Middlesbrough. We do normally beat them, don't we? Especially at home. Like Luther said again, it's going to be interesting with the squad. Do you chuck in all the youngsters, or do you mix it up, really? I'd like to see all the youngsters in, chuck them in the deep end, but I don't know what Luther thinks about that.
I think a combination's always the best bet. For your first game, as I said, you need to start well. So you start with those young boys that want to show what they're capable. But you've also got people like Cleverley, and you've got the likes of, I imagine Cathcart will come back in, and they might even push. Will they push him into midfield? Put Ben Wilmot into midfield to be holding midfield. But they may even do that. I mean, there's so many permutations what they might do. So I think they'll bring in 2 or 3 of the more senior players to give them that little bit of experience, and hopefully to steady the ship on this first game, because it's important that you don't, lose your way, get overawed, let the occasion overtake you. And it's a big occasion starting the Championship, as we said. Games are going to come thick and fast, and if you find yourself lose today and you lose next one and next one, before you know it, you've got 12 points to make up on that top group, and that sometimes can be impossible to do.
Yeah, exactly. And quick change of question though, Luther. You've been streaming during lockdown. What are you doing this evening? I know we've highlighted it just at the beginning of the show, but what's going on this evening? Yeah,
well, we're starting the first stream of my Luther's Lounge, is what it's going to be, and it really is. We wanted 2 legends to be in it, personalities, and it was just a football chat before the game. And today, Paul is going to watch along with me, and we're going to be having a chat during the game anyway. and then a little bit of half time, and at the end we will do a 5-minute quick summary because we don't want to bore people and listen to because they listen to all through the game. And it's just this first introductory for us to get a feel of it, of how it works. For anybody coming along to watch, they can give us their feedback, what they think, and if it needs tweaking, we'll do that to try and make sure it fits the purpose that we want it to do. And it's there for the fans to have that conversation with all of us about what we all love, which is football.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe it's your own Luther Blissett stand as well. Shall we say?
Yeah, I dug it out of Big Skip outside of Soccer AM, but they binned it. And I got in there and got the skip out the skip, and we resurrected it. So it makes its debut properly tonight. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Recycle the retro.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, definitely not. You've got an appeal page as well, donating for COVID appeal.
Yes,
as well.
Yeah, it's just a continuation of what went on throughout lockdown when we were doing the quizzes and various things. So it's essential that we keep funding all these charities that have kept people going and whatever in the meantime. So it is very, very important. Is that the team that I've just seen come up there?
No, it's predicted by Ryan, but I'm on the case.
Oh yeah, I see what it is. I mean, because I started looking at that. You see, I think in Ngakia, Will, not so sure if he'll play, but if he does, I think he'll play because he's going to play 3 at the back. He will definitely play the 3 centre backs today. I think he's going to start with that to make sure nice and solid, and then they can build from there. The 3 there, I think, is very, very important. The midfield, Chalabar is going to be in there, Cleverly's going to be in there, but who he decides to make the other body in there with him, I think, is important. So we'll have to wait and see. He might only play the 2, and then he's got Sarr and Quinn up with Murray, I think. And that would be a good one to start with Murray up top.
Yeah, no, it's a good choice. Like I say, everyone, there is 2 or 3 people already donated already to the appeal. So, guys and girls, I know. Yeah, thank you ever so much on behalf of us as well, guys. We've got a little ticker down below. We'll do that for the rest of the pod as well. We've got a link above your heads as well if you're viewing this on Facebook, and also a link to 7:15 Luther's Legends Lounge watch through as well. So around 7:15, click on that, get on there, and also the link to the appeal, COVID appeal, is on our site as well. We will be posting that on the forum. So if you can donate, if you haven't already, then please do. Every pound is welcome.
Absolutely. And I mean, the good thing about it, you don't have to, if you don't want to donate, that's fine. It's just a case, if you want to put a pound, put a pound. If you want to put a lot more than that, it's entirely up to you. It's completely voluntary. And I think that's how we like to start it. And hopefully we get a bit of snowball effect and people realise that it's a good way of having involved in a bit of chat about football, and then helping out the charities in our local charities as well, which they've done an amazing job throughout the lockdown.
Cool.
Lovely.
And
I've got to get out of here. I'm afraid I've got to get out of here. Good luck with it, boys. Enjoy it, and we'll catch up very, very soon. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Luther. Thank you.
Cheers, Luther. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Okay, so brilliant. That's Luther Blissett, everyone. Just remember, one more reminder about that. Above your heads if you're viewing this on Facebook land, we've got the link to obviously the show at 7:15, and also donations. Everything is welcome to the Wellbeing Community COVID appeal. It's just above your head on the link in the description. So prediction, Deano, just before the line that's coming up about 5 minutes, mate. Stick your neck on the line, mate.
I'm going for 2-0 Watford. It will be tight, like Luther said. I just think he'll want to win, won't he, this manager? He ain't mucking about. I just think we have a little bit too much from him. I think it'd be frustrating for the first half, like Neil Warnock. He always sets up well, but no, I think 2-0 Watford. Just don't lose. I hate losing. I hate losing the first bloody game. I don't think we will.
You think we draw, right? Pretty clear prediction from the young man there. Right, I've posted up the link to come on the show. So if any of you guys want to come on in the next 20 minutes and give a couple of minutes opinion on the game and your predictions, either post it on the message board that we got now, and obviously we'll buzz up your opinion. But also, like I say, you can come on live on here on video. If you've got your phone, it usually works on Chrome. So if you click on the link, go through Chrome to view and come and give us your live video predictions, guys and girls. So, right, yeah, my prediction, I reckon it's going to be 2-0 or 2-1 for the Hornets. It really depends how we start, mate, to be honest, because you look like Luther said, like you said a few times, Warnock, he always sets his sides up well. Tough to beat. Always, I mean, they play decent football as well, to be fair, on his sides, and he signed a couple of fresh faces that I like to say to mould in his thinking, shall we say? And it's like I've already said, it's going to be a right test.
Yeah. I like, who put that team up? Was it Ryan? Who put the team up a little while ago? His prediction, sorry.
I think it was Ryan. Yeah, it was Ryan. I'll sort of go and find that as well. But
that wasn't a bad squad, actually. That was pretty good.
No, it wasn't actually, to be fair. I'm trying to get my phone holder here as well so I can get all the comments. I can obviously view your comments, guys and girls, on YouTube. On Facebook, there is a link above. So if I am looking on the your comments, and we were buzzing them up as well, but it might just say Facebook user. So there's a link above. If you want your name to be viewed, you can do that as well. But I will be shouting them out here as well. So we've got Sam's come on. We've got now, I think, Ngakia and Estupiñán, shall we say? I've actually pronounced it properly. Our top choice and the future for us. So that's going forward from Sam. Donation of minimum donation is £5. So even if you give £5, guys and girls, please do. Angela, thank you very much for shouting that out. So if you do go on the donation page, minimum donation is £5. So give as much as you can if you can as well. Ryan said, cheers, Luther, you absolute legend. Yeah, lots of once again, thank you very much, Luther, for coming on. Sam's put 2-1 or 2-2 from me. So just buzz that up as well. So Facebook user, but it's from Sam Howes. And Seren has come on. Morpheus himself has come on and said 2-1 Watford. So that's pretty much the Pidge prediction. Pidge prediction is floating around there, mate. We've got Sam has come back in with a lineup. So we've got Foster, Dawson, Cabs. We've got the new centre back as well, Serralta. Apologies, guys. We've got the two wing backs in Ngakia, Estupiñán, Chalobah, Cleverly, Quina, Suarez, Pedro. So we're sort of a Suarez, sort of a 5-3-2 formation. I think that's pretty close to I think what's going to happen this evening.
The only one I'd like to see. The only one I'd like to see in there is Wilmot somewhere. That's a good team again. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
I think it's pretty much near the. I think Jerry Armstrong's on as well. So big Jerry, Watford legend. Just remember Thursday nights on Jerry's profile. Behalf of his media company as well. He always does a fantastic pod, live guests, live singers, and we'll be posting every week. We'll be posting a link to Jerry Armstrong's fantastic podcast. So now you know why we don't do a Thursday night one, because Jerry's on. So that's why we do it. And a big shout out to Deborah as well, his wife as well. Fantastic. Shall I say, Jerry would probably say the brains behind the podcast. She wouldn't mind me saying, but just log on every Thursday night. I think it's around 8:30, but I think Jerry might correct me if I was wrong there, to his podcast. So that's it. Luther, this is what I agree with as well. Angela's put this up. That we're not just saying this because Luther very kindly come on a show, but he said Luther's done so much for COVID. He's helped a lot of people with his phone calls, and including my dear friend Jackie, who is I don't want to go in too much, but she's been very unwell, shall we say, and it made her day that Luther made a phone call to her as well. So that really bumped her spirits up as well. So once again to Luther for phoning, especially my friend as well. Luther's done fantastic work, as indeed everyone has, but especially like Angela's saying, Luther's done amazing work that has actually gone unnoticed, shall we say, by a few people. I won't mention any names or football clubs, shall we say, but well done, Luther, top man. Hi, mate. Hi, Deano. Hi, Ray. So Ray is on watching. Adam Siegel's on. And Sam's in agreement with you, Deano. I think I'll get your thoughts on this one as mate. He says, you've got to give the new guys a chance.
Yeah, you're right. I really want to see Wilmot, and I really want to see Pedro. I won't be disappointed. I won't slag the manager off yet. But this young talent they got, and Suarez even, I want to see him. Sod it, chuck him in the deep end. It's not the end of the world if we lose this game. It's a bad start. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, but you've got to start somewhere with this young talent. You've got to. Because at the beginning or at the end, what bloody difference does it make? Get them in. Oh, we got
definitely. We've got Mr. James Batchelor from the Watford Way. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube to you, young sir. Just before you get prediction, mate. And yeah, I mean, you on a boat or something?
I'm in my bed today. I'm on my bed, so.
Well, land ahoy, James. Land ahoy. Right, you've got a couple of new videos come out as well, mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just like getting the fans on. Looking forward to the game today. The team should be out now, actually. So I don't know if someone wants to get the team up on their phone or not.
I think Ryan Durran will probably beat me to the crunch, but I'm going to get that up now for you, mate. Well done.
Yeah, very excited. Wouldn't be surprised if we lost, though, to be honest, because it's just a Watfordy thing to do. But no, hoping for a very comprehensive win, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we've got the team. We've got Foster and Gakia, Wilmot, Cleverley, João Pedro, Sema's back in, Shalabar, Cathcart, Quina, Firmina, and Cabaselli. So, that is, I know.
Might be playing up front then.
I reckon Pedro will be the forward, and Quina just behind him, playing as the second striker. You reckon, James?
Yeah, probably. Quina kind of operated as a second striker against Tottenham, didn't he? So, and I thought he did it quite well. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that tonight.
Yeah, no Suarez in the squad like Ryan's been detailing. Also, substitutions. We've got Backman, Navarro. We've got the new centre back, Serralta. Shall I say? Is that close to Serralta? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
Prosecco, as I call him. Phillips is on the bench, which is good. Murray and Sinclair. Sinclair's making a
inclusion about him. I don't think it's really even championship quality, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. We've still got him.
Well, he did have that small stint with Sunderland, but was that? Correct me if I'm wrong. That was in League One, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I don't think he did very well there either. And then I think he got sent out on loan to, someone can correct me, but I think it was Belgium he went out to. So yeah, it's probably not what we need. Probably confirms that Deano is leaving. We've not seen him training or with the team at all, have we? So it looks like he's definitely off.
Yeah. So what's your predictions for today, James? For your score prediction, sorry.
Score prediction. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Watford. I think we'll probably end up conceding a goal just because it's Neil Warnock and it's a bit of a very difficult to play with, let's say. I'm not going to swear on here. But yeah, I think it'll be 3-1. I think we'll score quite a few goals. João Pedro to score twice. And let's go for a Domingos Quina goal as well.
Cool. Right. Okay. Just a quick cheeky plug before I get the young man's views a bit more as well. Just remember, 10 o'clock tonight, after Luther's Legends Lounge watch through, starting at 7:15. 10 o'clock, me and Sir Ray with a full-time fans report. Also, we'll throw out a link, so if anyone that wants to come on, and if James wants to sneakily come back on as well, he's more than welcome. If any of you guys want to give your opinions about the full-time result and what transpired in the game, that's 10 o'clock tonight, and on YouTube and on the TaylorMade Army forum. Right, okay, guys. So like James has alluded to, that there is a good chance because it's Warnock we could concede a goal. But how do you think they're going to set up? Because obviously we've got the three at the back by the looks of it, with the wing backs, a sort of a 5-3-2. How do you reckon they'll set up roughly? I know you said you didn't know many of the players, Deano, but what do you reckon?
4-4-2, definitely with Neil Warnock. I think he'll set up to frustrate us and try and catch us on the counter attack. That's what they're normally very tough to break. And like Luther said, Murray probably would have been perfect for this game because they're probably. I am happy with that team. It's quite exciting. You think of our injury list, how many good players are missing from that squad. Who we got? Hughes, Sarr, I know Delafoe's leaving, but there's quite a few more, isn't there, in there? So I forgot about Zema, to be fair. This could be his level. It could be his time, couldn't it, to be fair to him?
Yeah, and also with Gray injured, but when Gray comes back, this could be just his level as well, James. Oh, hang on. His mic's off. Hang on.
Mic's off.
You want, hang on. Yeah, go on. You're on. Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Sorry, go on.
You got me, yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
So
I got you.
Gray, as you say, probably not quite Premier League level. He's scored quite a few goals in the Championship at his other clubs. I think when he was at Burnley in the Championship, he scored, I think it was over 20 goals he's got in that season. And he looked promising against Tottenham running in behind. So, yeah, I think when Andre Gray comes back, he'll be a good fit. And hopefully we'll see him score a lot of goals for us. And maybe against Luton, he might come back to haunt his old club. Who knows?
Oh, yes, we hope. Yeah, we do actually hope that would be very welcome. But yeah, I mean, Queener, you look at it, fantastic against Tottenham, coming of age, shall we say, perfect platform for him to start really kicking on and showing us what we've all been missing, shall we say, last season.
Yeah, I think so. Domingos Quina, really quality player. I put out a tweet the other day, basically just saying we got Domingos Quina and Jeremy Ngakia from West Ham for a combined £1 million, and that looks to be a real bargain, doesn't it? Getting both of them players. I think Jeremy Ngakia probably will probably get sold to a bigger club if he keeps performing the way he has so far. But Domingos Quina, I mean, what a player we've got on our hands there. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
definitely. Right, I'm trying to get the Borough line up, but as usual, certain apps, shall we say, which will be named nameless, that were supposed to have latest news on here, sadly haven't got it, so we're looking through Twitter for that. But Ryan saying very strange that both are absent. Slightly worried that they've both been sold, and Luis Suarez not in the squad.
No. So is that Estupinian and Suarez not in the squad?
Yeah, both of them.
Concerned about Estupinian because he did play against Tottenham. I thought he played very well against Tottenham in that friendly. So it's a bit strange. I'm not sure he's even injured. So that would suggest that he's on the move.
I reckon I've just been sorry, mate. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Watford has just literally posted out on Twitter that Estupinian and Perica both have got minor knocks. Dawson, Penaranda and Suarez are ill, and Deli Bashir, who's got a thigh injury. So that's why they're not in the squad.
Minor knocks. I mean, that could be a total lie, couldn't it? But we'll have to see. Hopefully it's not too bad. We've got a game against Oxford on Tuesday, haven't we? Is it Oxford? Am I right there? Yeah. Oxford.
Yeah. No, spot on. Yeah.
So hopefully, the players that don't play today, they'll get a run out then.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Okay. So we've got the Borough line up here. Finally, if it lets me load it, and it won't. All right, there we go. Right. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Borough line up here is as follows. So we've got Battinelli in goal. We've got Spence, Dick Steele, Hall, McNear, Johnson, Saville, no relation, Howson, Taverner, Fletcher, Asimbalongo. Sorry, it had to be done. Asimbalongo, ex-Watford. Also on the bench, got Pearce, Fries, Wood, Bowler, Coulson, Wing, and Brown. So, of all the players that you've heard of, Paddy McNear, ex-Sunderland, like I say, Asimbalongo, what do you reckon of that, guys?
You got Deano first.
Deano.
Not worried at all. Not worried at all about any of them. Maybe that striker you mentioned, was that what? He's a striker, isn't he, Asimbalongo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's probably
million.
one I've watched. He might be a little threat, but besides that, I'm not worried about that squad whatsoever. In all honesty,
I'm not concerned either. To be honest, me being as young as I am, I've hardly heard of any of them. To be honest with you, so I don't think they're going to pose a real threat. The only problem, as you said earlier, Pidge, would be that Neil Warnock sides tend to be quite solid at the back.
Organised, aren't they?
Defensively sound. So as long as we can break them down, I think we've got quite a lot of pace in that side. A lot of good crossing ability in from the wings. So I'm sure we'll get a few good opportunities to score.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, that's the only threat I think is Asamoah with his pace. But a lot of Borough fans are very realistic on the forums. We stated this on Sunday, that a lot of them are saying that if we get any pace in and amongst them around the back of their defence, like most defences, to be honest, we will cause them a lot of problems because they say at the back they are not very quick. So that's something to look out for. We've really got to just force the issue straight away. Get ourselves calmed down, play a bit of football, get a feel of the game. The usual sort of stuff that you always you tell even kids at under 12s level and stuff like that. Just start bright, start early, and just don't concede early. I know it's it's a touch wood sort of scenario and tempt fate, but pretty simple stuff, really. James, before you go, mate, thank you very much for coming on as always. I did mention Harkon about a couple of videos. You you dropped, shall we say, all the kids say that, dropped a video recently, Goodbye Decore one. Is anything else that's fallen into YouTube land and anything else in the pipeline this week?
Yes, obviously I released that Decore video as soon as he left, actually, and obviously that was quite a shame that he left. Not got too much planned at the moment. I will be recording a reaction to the Middlesbrough game, obviously, and I'll be also doing a preview for the Oxford game in the Carabao Cup, so you can look out for that. And as always, you can just follow us across all our socials on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Get you like, share, and subscribe.
Enjoy the game,
for Watford
enjoy the weekend. We've got some nice hot weather this weekend, so make the most of it.
The sun is shining and Watford are winning, mate. Hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. Bye-bye. Bye.
Take care, mate.
James. Bye.
Right, okay, plenty of comments. Deano will be going very shortly, mate. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for coming on as always, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Right, okay, so we've got Ryan's coming, very strange. Oh, we said very strange both for absent. Queener looks like an absolute baller, so much potential in the squad. Sam's come back saying we seem to have a lot of injuries, laugh out loud. But as Warnock said in his pre-match, he said that Watford have 11 players injured. We have 11 players total. That's the difference in the teams. And interesting to see what Pedro can do up front, which is a good point from Ryan there, because this is really the platform now. We're not starting him we're not having him on the bench. We're starting him from the start, shall we say? And really is a moment to shine.
Yeah, what I saw against him and Spurs, I was impressed. He looked lively. The thing I love the most about him, I was concerned because he's he is tiny, isn't he, at the moment? Yeah. Dele Alli done an outrageous. I do love Ali. He is a bit of a twat lately. He's diving, done a disgusting challenge. Any game that'd be red carded. And fair play to Pedro, he didn't make a meal of it, and he got up. And that I wouldn't have blamed him if he didn't get up. And that to me tells me he's going to be tough enough for this division straight away. Yeah,
the attitude, because he could have rolled round for half an hour and just played dead. But yeah, like you said, absolute fair play to him, because it's quite refreshing that it was a disgusting tackle, but he was honest about it, got up, dusted himself down, and he's obviously had some good grounding. And I think a lot of that's down to the likes of Gomez as well. That's more of he was a father figure to Richarlison. Pedro is really switched on. Mario, we're signing off now, mate, but if you come on at 10 o'clock tonight, we will be back on YouTube. So what I will do, I will promise you, I will post up the link to the chat for 10 o'clock for the full-time fans report. So I will love you to come on at 10 o'clock, Mario, especially of all your kind comments on Sunday as well, mate. So it will be absolute honour to have you on then. Ryan's come on as well. So love that, Pedro. Love that from Pedro, Deano, and also put on back on Ali as well. So he's giving you a shout out about your opinion on Pedro, mate, which I think was very honest and to the point as well, mate.
You just, like you said, you see him, he's so confident. The only thing I'm worried about is I hope we don't play long ball to him, because he ain't strong enough in the air. You got to give it to his feet. A bit like Gray, to be fair. He likes it behind, but Pedro wants it to his feet. Do not He's not Glenn Murray. He needs it to his feet. You need to get the boy in the game straight away and get him running at him, because he'd upset a lot of defences, as we know this year, same as Sarr if he stays.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay, guys. So the young man will be back on Sunday. We'll be doing a 8 till 9 run through. We'll have the legend Deano also, and possibly a little surprise to follow as well. But if not, guys, we'll see you probably log on to Luther's Legends Lounge at 7:15 in about quarter of an hour's time. Links above. We'll try and repost it once again. It's Luther's official page. So click on there. The live stream will be up in the comment section. So get down on there. And exactly the same with us, guys. Just get your opinion through about the game if you want to do the watch through with him. But I will see you at 10 p.m. with Sir Ray. Here's back with me with a full-time fans report. If you're having trouble logging on Facebook, it's on YouTube as well. So no excuse whatsoever, and also on Twitter on TMA TV. So Dino, mate, it's been emotional as ever. I will probably see you tomorrow, actually. So you only live over the road. So, but as always, it's good night from Dino.
It's good night from Pidge.
Right, see you later, guys. Thank you very much.
Ooh.